the UK problem here with the riots in the streets. The real issue here, beyond the fact that they've had too much mass immigration in that country, they've got too much ghettoization, they've got too many ethnic and religious enclaves, and the fact they've got a two-tier justice system in Britain now. One for the indigenous Britons, I'll put it that way, and another for the migrants who have entered the country. There's two justice systems, two-tier Keir Starmer, this Sir Keir Starmer, this whack job British Prime Minister, this pudgy-faced bureaucrat who got knighted for some God unknown reason for pushing paper all of his life. It's an absolute disgrace. But this Prime Minister could possibly be even worse than Justin Trudeau. But watch what happens here, because what's happening is the complete eradication of free speech. People are being literally arrested for speech crimes, for social media crimes. I've showed you some of this video. This video here is absolutely chilling. It's shocking what is happening to British citizens for saying the wrong thing on social media, writing, posting the wrong information according to the government, contravening government opinion on the internet. Look what happens.
Mum remains in police custody after 24 hours for sending a, quote, inaccurate post on X on the day of the Southport massacre. Now, she caveated her post with the words, "if this is true." She deleted it after 2 hours, and she then apologised with beautiful honesty that you never get from journalists in the MSM. Yesterday afternoon, 3 police cars and a meat wagon pulled up at her farm as she prepared dinner for her husband and son. They carted her off to be locked up. She remains locked up over 24 hours later. This is the truth about life under authoritarian Prime Minister Keir Starmer, where the government now warns us to think before we post. And if we don't, well, we'll be locked up for a long time. That's no exaggeration either. It happened today to Jordan Parler, sent down for a Facebook post about the riots, which was liked by 5 people. He didn't attend the riots himself. He didn't take part in any violence, but a judge sentenced him on live TV within days for 20 months.
The initial post received 6 likes. However, it was sent to your 1,500 Facebook friends.
Now, this is a moment of incredible injustice. Look at this half-witted judge with his wig on, berating this man who posted the wrong information. My God, has Britain come to this? This is the land of the Magna Carta. This was the land of free speech. You might be as poor as a church mouse in Britain, but you still had the right to free speech. You still had the right to criticize the damn government without some judge in his orange robes and his white wig telling you that you're a national disgrace for saying the wrong thing on the internet. This judge is a national disgrace.
And because of your lack of privacy settings, will have been forwarded to friends of your friends. The messages were therefore spread widely, which was plainly your intention. In response to a post questioning why, you wrote, "Because they're over here, given life of Riley, off the tax us hard-working people earn, when it could be put to better use. Come over here, with no work visa, no trade to their name, and sit down and doss, and then there's more people being put out homeless each year. They get top band priority on housing and many more reasons. You were arrested in the early hours of the 5th of August and then interviewed by the police. Your motivation became clear when you informed the police that you had promoted the idea of attacking the Britannia Hotel as a result of anger and frustration at immigration problems in the country. You went on to say that you did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. Although you said that you had no intention of carrying out any act of violence, there can be no doubt that you were inciting others to do.
Okay, dig this. The judge states that this individual had no intention of acting on anything. He just sinned by talking about it on the internet. He dared to talk about the situation. This judge is either demented or he's a bloody little dictator.
Do so. Otherwise, why post the comment?
Why post the comment? So this is the kind of kangaroo courts that exist in Britain right now. This is exactly what happened in Stalinist Russia, where people were hauled in front of people's courts for so-called crimes, and it was always what they called wrecking, meaning sabotage, or crimes against the state of some kind. This is what this is. This is a crime against the state. It's a crime to disagree with this bloody Labour government of Keir Starmer. It's a crime. This is what this man is guilty of. He's guilty of daring to disagree with the government and to put it on the internet. So this is what's happened to Great Britain. It's not even a normal functioning democracy anymore. It's run by these kangaroo courts headed by these demented judges who think they can bloody well say and do whatever they want to enforce government policy and to eradicate free speech. I can't say enough about how bad this is, because this is coming to Canada with the Online Harms Act and Justin Trudeau's tyranny. It's not going to be any better here. Let's listen to some more of this.
I mean, I guess there's lots of reasons why. I'm not defending it, by the way. But what I am saying is that a 20-month prison sentence
20 months
issued within days, when folk who rape and steal are still out on the streets, seems completely over the top. No wonder the world's free speech champion Joe Rogan has weighed in.
Yeah. Well, England, people talk about Soviet Russia, like how bad Russia is in terms of cracking down on thought police and cracking down on bad tweets and things like that. I think the statistics are, I think England I think there's something like 4,000 people have been arrested in England for thought crimes, where they've said things online that people find to be a hateful thing or a problematic thing. And I think it's only 200 in Russia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe in Russia they're too scared to do it at all.
Could be. Yeah. But the fact that they're comfortable with finding people who've said something that they disagree with and putting them in a cage in England in 2024 is really wild.
It is. It is wild. It is chilling. This is not something that would even be comprehended as a possibility in the US with the First Amendment. No matter what way you look at it, after just a month of this Labour government, free speech has died.
Exactly. Free speech has died. And technically, these aren't even thought crimes. These are crimes that people have simply said, written, posted, something that's deemed to be contrary to government policy and therefore a crime. In Canada, in the Online Harms Act, Justice Justin Trudeau's most cherished bill, this is the one he is really proudest of. There is a thought crimes component in it. The Online Harms Act has a thought crimes component. You or I can be subject to house arrest, not for what we say on the internet, not for what we post on X, not for what we write on Facebook, or not for what we broadcast on YouTube, but for what we might be thinking and what our snitch of a neighbor down the street decides that we are thinking. And we get reported, we get the thought police at our doorstep, and we get an ankle bracelet, and we're put under house arrest. Now, that's a thought crime, and that's coming to Canada, as well as all of these kangaroo courts and all of this tyranny. This is coming to Canada unless we can stop it. Thank you for watching this episode of Stand on Guard and being a part of the KRAYDEN'S Right channel. If you've watched this episode to this point, you've watched it all. And that's really important for a small station like this. We always say subscribe, hit the bell, be a part of the KRAYDEN resistance. Resolve to resist. That's what we're doing. And if you become a subscriber, if you're a supporter of this station or a member through Substack, through YouTube, and now you can be a local as well, that's so important to us because I couldn't do this without you. I made a decision to become an independent journalist about a year ago because I wanted to bring all of my experience in the military, in journalism, to you. I don't promise anything I can't deliver. I don't offer clickbait. I offer truth. The truth is out there, and it's my job to bring that truth to light and to you. Thanks for being a part of the KRAYDEN'S Right resistance, and we'll see you again soon. So we are in a very precarious position in this country. We need a political change, but we also need to resolve to resist